Good morning, everyone. Today we'll start with a new concept, mole concept given on page number 40 of NCERT. Mole. This term was introduced by Oswald, which meant in Latin, which means this mole means heap or pile. I hope you know the meaning, heap or pile. So, in chemistry, the mole means heap or pile of atoms or molecules. Right? Now, student, what is this mole? Like when we go to vegetable vendor and you tell vegetable vendor that give me 1 dozen of bananas. So he will give you how many bananas? He will count and give you how much? 12 bananas. Right? 1 dozen is equal to 12. No matter what you are purchasing, 1 dozen always means that 12 unit, 12 numbers. If you take bananas, so he will give you 12 bananas. If you take eggs, if you say give me 1 dozen egg, so he will give you how many? 12 eggs. Right? Similarly, 1 mole. This mole word we used in chemistry, which refers to the quantity of a substance in terms of molecules or atoms. So 1 mole is always equal to how many particles? It is always equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 particles. Particles means it can be 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms, or it can be 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules, or it can be 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 ions. So it represents particles, right? And since 1 mole is always equal to this this value, it is known as Avogadro number. Avogadro number or Avogadro constant, represented by NO. So in numerical, in any question, if you find this word NO, or in NCERT, if you see this word NO, it means Avogadro constant or number which represent this value. So 1 mole of any element is equal to this much atoms or molecules or ions. Right? So 1 mole of any species, any particles, molecules, ions, right, is equal to its mass is 1 mole mass is always equal to the atomic mass or molecular mass in grams, like a concept molar mass. In my previous topic, I explained you about molecular mass and formula unit mass. Method of calculation you know, and unit U you know. Molar mass, it is what? It is mass of a mole of a molecule. Mass of mole of atoms. Right? So how to calculate? The method of calculation is similar to molecular mass and formula mass. You will add the atomic masses, but the unit here will not be U. The unit here will be gram. For example, what is molar mass of oxygen? Oxygen atom. So atomic mass of oxygen 16. The molar mass of oxygen atom is 16 gram. What is molar mass of oxygen molecule? O2 represent molecule. So it will be 16 into 2, that is 32 gram. So molar mass of oxygen atom is 16 gram. Molar mass of oxygen molecule is 32 gram. Method of calculation same, but only difference in unit, gram per mole or gram. Right, students? We will be doing numericals related to this topic. But before that, take out page number 40. In this, they have shown the relationship between mole, number of particles and their mass. For example, we say 1 mole of carbon atom. So, mass of 1 mole of carbon atom is equal to its atomic mass. I am repeating. 1 mole of carbon atom mass is equal to its atomic mass. So, what is atomic mass of carbon, students? It is 12. So, molar mass of carbon atom is 12 gram. In that 12 gram, how many atoms of carbon are there? In that 12 gram, how many atoms of particle are there? There are 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of carbon. Student, I hope you are understanding this point. For example, what is mass of 1 mole of hydrogen atom? Mass of 1 mole of hydrogen atom is 1 gram because atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. So, molar mass of hydrogen atom is also 1 gram. And in that 1 gram, how many atoms of hydrogen are there? In 1 gram, how many atoms of hydrogen are there? Or in 1 mole, how many atoms of hydrogen are there? The value is fixed. I have told Avogadro constant 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of hydrogen. The student don't get confused. If you are taking banana, if you are taking egg, if you are purchasing any other food item, 1 dozen always means 12. So here 1 mole always means 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. If you take carbon, if you take hydrogen, if you take any other atom, the value will remain same. That is why it is known as Avogadro constant. So 1 mole of any particle of any atom, 1 mole of any molecule, 1 mole of any ion is always equal to its relative mass in grams. And how many particles they have? It is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. That is Avogadro constant. So if someone asks what is the mass of a given mole, any atom, mass of given mole, you will write its atomic mass or molar mass. And if they ask how many particles are there in that mole, you will write the Avogadro constant. I hope it is clear. One point I have explained here also. What is molar mass? What is molar mass of oxygen atom? It is 16 gram. What is molar mass of oxygen molecule? Molecule. This is molecule. So mass is 16 into 2, 32 gram. And how many particles, how many atoms? 1 mole of oxygen atom, 1 mole of oxygen atom. Molar mass 16 gram, which is equal to 1 mole of oxygen atom, and 1 mole always contain how many particles? 6.022 into 10 raised by 23 atoms of oxygen. Student, I hope it is clear to you, right? So that was the mole concept. In my next lecture, we will be doing numericals related to that. 2 formulas I am writing here. You can note it down in your NCERT. We will be solving numericals related to that. The first formula is how to calculate number of moles. Number of moles is always equal to given mass by molar mass. You have to check, students. They have written oxygen atom or oxygen molecule. If oxygen atom is there, the here molar mass will be 16. And if they ask for oxygen molecule, the here molar mass will become 32. This is the common error which students do. Given mass, it will be given in the question. Right, student? How to calculate number of moles. And second, how to calculate number of particles. How to calculate number of particles. It can be how to calculate number of atoms. It can be how to calculate number of molecules or number of ions. Right? The formula is given mass upon molar mass into NO. Avogadro constant. Value is fixed. Or given mass and molar mass is formula of number of moles. So you can write here, you can write like this also, number of moles into NO. So depending upon the question, you will check which formula to apply. We will be doing numericals in our next lecture. Thank you, students. Take care.